Hey, how you doing? My name is Edward. How you? What's your name?
I'm Jalecia.
Okay, how you doing, Jalecia? Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
Okay, what brings you in today?
Well, I'm stressed out. I'm tired.
Okay, stressed out and tired?
Yeah.
You work hard all the time? What causes you to be so stressed out and tired?
Well, I go to work and take care of a family.
Yeah, working is stressful sometimes. The family sometimes can be stressful too.
Yeah.
When you're stressed, what do you lean on for relief?
Whew. I drink.
Do you?
I drink. It puts me in a happy place.
Drinking makes you happy?
Happy.
Okay.
With a capital H.
How often do you drink?
Every day. Every day after work.
Pretty much every day?
Yeah.
Okay. How often do you drink at home? Do you drink it at a bar? Do you drink where do you drink at? Do you drink with your friends?
I drink anywhere and everywhere. I have this little silver flask. It's really cute. Looks like a cell phone holder. You know, when I'm at work, take a little sip.
You drink at work too?
Yeah. On the road, take a little sip.
Okay, you think that you should be drinking and driving? You don't think this pose a problem? Has it ever caused any problems before?
I understand that. It never has caused a problem before because I never really said anything about it or got caught. So.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I can understand that. Well, let me ask you this question. Well, first of all, I forgot about this. I'm going to tell you about the confidentiality statement. Pretty much anything you say that we talk about is going to be, between you and me. There's only a few instances where I would have to, get somebody else involved and tell somebody else, and that would be doing harm to yourself or doing harm to somebody else. Things like that. You can understand that, right?
Yes, totally can.
Okay. So you say you drink pretty much every day, right?
Pretty much every day.
And it makes you happy, correct?
Happy.
Are you really happy, or you just feel at ease when you're drinking? Feel like things go away?
Feel like I'm floating, like all my problems are to the left and I'm to the right.
Okay. All your problems are to the left and you're to the right.
Yes, sir.
What about your kids? What about your husband? Do you have a husband?
Yes, I do have a husband, and I have 5 children.
You have 5 children?
Yes.
Okay. How do you think they feel about the drinking?
No, they really don't know. I think my oldest son, he kind of has an idea, but I don't think he knows it's as serious as what it is.
What about your husband?
Well, my husband, he doesn't really know either. I'm good at hiding it so far.
You think they don't know, or they don't say anything?
They probably don't say anything, but I will hope that they
might
would
know.
Yeah, they might know.
The only reason why I asked that, maybe this is wrong, but I feel like, let me ask you right quick, how often do you say you drink every day? Pretty much every day, and how long, like when you're drinking, is it 30 minutes, 2 hours, 3 hours, and how many drinks do you normally have?
Well, I drink all day, every day. It doesn't matter when, so it doesn't really stop, and, I drink, and I just drink. I just go. The more you drink, you feel like the happier you get? Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. What about, have you ever tried, well, let me ask you like this. You come in here because you want help, right? Help with the drinking, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so have you ever tried anything in the past to maybe solve the issue or help you steer away from drinking?
I have. I've tried, excuse me, I've tried on my own to stop drinking. This was years ago, though. I've tried. And I was kind of successful with it for about 2 or 3 weeks. And then...
What happened when you be successful? What happened during those 2 or 3 weeks?
I was doing everything that I needed to do as a wife and a mother. I should say I was doing it better. Okay. Because I still do those things, but I kind of slack off or kind of drunk, kind of tipsy in the process.
Things like what?
Like cooking, cleaning, being there for my husband, taking the kids to soccer games and movies and things like that. I was able to function.
Okay. Function better, or just, what do you mean by function?
I was able to function better. I wouldn't half-step it or,
You were able to start the task and then complete it,
yeah.
and then you felt better after you completed it?
Yes.
Okay. So the days that, the 3 weeks, and there's probably other days too that, maybe you weren't drinking, you were able to get everything you would have done in a timely manner, and you felt better after you completed those tasks.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Now let me ask you this question. What do you think your husband and your kids, let me ask you one at a time, what do you think your husband felt like those days that you were, those days you were sober?
I think he was more happy. I mean, it just seemed like he was genuinely happy with the things that I was doing, With me drinking, I definitely noticed the difference between the way he acts, It's like,
Okay.
well, honey, thank you, for doing this, doing that, but if I do it now, it's like, thanks, babe.
Okay. How did that make you feel when he gave you that, I guess you call it extra attention, or made it seem like it was more appreciated? How did that make you feel?
It made me feel great. It made me feel like I was doing my duties as a wife.
You do? Okay. I can understand that. What about your kids? How does it, when you were not drinking for that, you say 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
How was it, how did it look like they were feeling? What vibe did you get from them? What do you think they were feeling?
They were pretty much the same because, like I said, my kids really don't. The other 4, they don't understand because they're too young. But my oldest, I think he knew that there was something different about mommy.
Okay.
He knew that, well, this is going better than how I usually go.
That's feeling pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
That made you feel good? I think it made him feel good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this question. Let's figure this out. Let's try to figure this out. Let me ask you this. During the time that you felt like, you weren't drinking and things were a little bit better,
Mm-hmm.
you said that pretty much made you feel true happy, right, baby? Maybe
Yeah.
you can say that?
Mm-hmm.
So, that, the other happy, you said that you got a little alcohol and you feel happy.
Yeah.
So when you don't, you said you expressed that you were happy. Things were much better.
They were.
So, let me ask you this. If you, let's say it like this. Let's say if you had a magic wand,
Mm-hmm.
and, magic wands could do miraculous things, right?
Sure.
Let's say you had a magic wand in your hand, and you were able to hold your head up. Hold your head up in the air. Hold your head up in the air. Let's say you had a magic wand and you could wave it. And let's say you could wave it to do anything that you wanted it to do.
Mm-hmm.
What would that look like to you? How would you see things? How would you feel?
Well, first, I'll wake up and not have a drink.
Okay.
I'll roll over, kiss my husband, get ready for work, go make breakfast for my kids and my husband without having a drink in between.
Okay.
Then I'll go to work, get my daily tasks done without having a drink. Come home, fix dinner without having a drink.
Okay. So
And after I have dinner, clean up, have family time, and not have a drink.
Okay.
I have several drinks throughout my day, as you can see.
Right.
Several.
So with the magic wand and all the things twinkling like you can see, just close your eyes for a minute and picture it. And you say all that would be without drinking.
Without drinking.
And how would that make you feel?
That'll make me feel more of a woman, more of a wife. It will make me feel how I started when I first got married and when I first had children, when I wasn't drinking.
Okay.
But I think that's what caused my drinking, though. I was being thrown
How did you feel when you first had children and you never got off into drinking?
I was happy, but then again, I was scared because this was a whole new life for me.
Scared of?
Just the responsibilities that I never had before.
Okay. And the responsibilities consist of husbands, wife, kids, right?
husband, kids.
How many kids did you have when you first got married?
I didn't have any.
Okay, so basically when you first got married, you were just pretty much scared of not knowing what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And you think that man led you to your first drink?
Yeah, and postpartum depression.
Oh, okay. So it was after the first?
After the first child that I really enjoyed drinking very much.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this question. What do you want to see happen? Like everything you can think of, what do you want? I know how you said those things were in the magic wand, but what else beyond that would you like to see happen? I know you said, wake up in the morning, kiss your husband, not have a drink. Make breakfast, not have a drink.
Yeah.
And you said go throughout the day, pretty much do all your activities without the drinks in between. So, what else do you want to achieve besides, those extra things with the drinking? Besides just getting up and kiss your husband, what else overall, like, what else do you want to do with your life? What's your alcohol free?
I want to be a family woman again. I want to have that happiness and not be scared of what's next. I don't want to have to cope with my feelings through alcohol.
Right. So you want to go back to before you had kids. As far as the state of mind, you
yes.
love your kids, but
I love my kids with all my heart.
You want to go back to before that.
Yes.
Okay. And you said before that you were happy, you weren't pretty much scared of
life, of what life with kids, me being responsible for another human being.
Okay.
That really scares me the most.
Okay. You being responsible for your kids, being responsible for your kids is what scares you. What else would you like to see happen?
I don't know. I'd just like to see me happy again.
What about the life as far as with your husband? What would you like to see? How would you like to see that going on?
I like to see, I don't know, like our teenage years, us loving each other again, and not being so, he's never really angry with me, but
you can kind of see it in his face sometimes.
It changes. Our whole relationship changed because of that. Yeah.
Do you miss that?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's my heart and my soul, so I do miss that a lot. And
do you think he would ever leave you?
Oh my gosh, because of my drinking. If he knew,
is that a fear?
Yeah.
If he knew
how bad it was, that would be a fear that he would leave me.
So is that pretty much why you trying to hide it?
Yes.
Do you want to stop trying to hide things too? Not let's just say, is this the only thing you hide is the alcohol, or do you hide other things?
No, just the alcohol, in which it leads to lies too.
Which is one lie
after another.
Right, I understand that.
Like, honey, why is the dishes not done properly? Or, honey, why were you 15, 20 minutes late to go get our son? Or, just little things like that.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So, pretty much your goal would be for, let's say a short-term goal.
Mm-hmm.
Your short-term goal would be for you. Let's hear it.
My short-term goal was to cut down on the drinking. So, it won't be every day, all day. Maybe every other day for right now. Or maybe I can cut it down where I can stay in this 6-hour window of drinking.
Right. And that, let's say about of course I would agree, I would think that the long-term goal would be to be alcohol-free, correct?
Correct.
All right. Well, right now, I would say those goals seem pretty appropriate for the situation you're in. I think that those goals would probably help in other aspects of your life, like you said, lying. Nobody likes to be sitting there lying.
No.
You wouldn't want somebody sitting there lying to. I wouldn't want you to be sitting there lying to me. So. And,
yeah.
Anything else you want to add to it? Anything else do you have any? Does it bother your friends about your mothers and everything?
No.
Do you have the same problems with those relationships also?
No, actually, I think my mother was an alcoholic too.
Was,
That may be the source of why I turned to alcohol. Yeah,
could be.
my mother.
Well, you definitely want to try to break that cycle. Did your mother ever reach out for any help?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you. Maybe that's the reason why maybe you seen what your mother was going through. And I'm glad that you come in and figure, hey, I need throw my hands up. I need something.
Definitely.
That's
She passed a few years ago, right?
Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
she
I'm
passed.
sorry to hear that.
And she actually put it in her will that she wanted to be buried with her glass. And I just thought it was outrageous. But,
okay. Well, hey, you can't control what people want. So all you can do is figure out how you have to, deal with it.
Yeah.
Figure out how you can feel about it.
Definitely trying.
So, well, my suggestion is I agree with, some of your goals. I could see where some of the problems have been caused from the alcohol. I can see that. And, some of those problems are major. Some people, in a worse situation than you, I know people that have been, they had to hit rock bottom. Luckily, you're trying to get here before you feel like you're at rock bottom.
Yeah, definitely.
So definitely can appreciate that.
Thank you.
And let's figure out, we figure out some goals together. Like you said, you had the ones short term. So I think that maybe you could, let's say you get up in the morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say instead of kiss your hug, or whatever y'all gonna do. Let's say instead of having a drink, you could get up at that point in time, maybe get in the shower, go straight to the shower. Maybe you could take your flask and leave it somewhere else instead of in the bedroom. So you maybe have to get up, maybe keep you from being. Are you active? Are you lazy? How are you?
Well, I have a flask for every occasion. When I wake up, my flask is in my top drawer.
Okay.
Shower, my flask is in the secret compartment in the medicine cabinet.
So maybe one step forward could be. What do you think about this? What do you think about removing some of those flasks? If not all of them, let's start with some of them. What do you think about that? Which ones do you think would benefit you the most?
I think it's pretty ridiculous that I have one for the shower.
Okay.
So I think I'll remove that one first. And then...
Now, when you remove it, where would you put it? Because you're trying to move forward, so you can't remove it and change it to another location. Let's try to remove it and put it where?
You totally read me. Okay. I don't know. I think I'll just remove all the contents out of the bottle and then, I don't know, maybe put it in a lock safe or something.
Okay.
And
try to put it somewhere where it's kind of hard to get to.
yeah.
Okay. That's one. What about? Let's try to go for 3. So where could you remove 2 others?
Okay. One in the shower. Then I have one in my work desk.
Okay.
Okay, let me not lie to you. I have one in the car in the glove compartment.
So let's definitely try to get rid of that one.
Okay.
So we're not doing anything, illegal.
Okay. I'll remove that one. I can't remove the one in my work desk.
Okay. Well, we're starting somewhere. So you got the one in the shower,
Mm-hmm.
the one that's in your car, and we're looking for a third one.
There is one that I keep behind the rice.
Okay.
And
So
the
when you
canned
go
food.
cooking, you could
Yeah,
have
just
a little something.
a little something.
Okay. Well, let's try on the one in the shower,
Yes.
the bedroom. No, you said the car,
Yes.
and the one in the kitchen.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think you could handle that? Do you think that's a good start?
I think it's a good start, but I don't know. I think it would be a great start, but it's more easier said
Than done.
than
Yeah,
done.
I
It
can understand
really
that.
is.
But at least you're trying to start.
Yes.
That's the main thing.
I think I can do this. I did it for 3 weeks before, but
You said you were happy doing those 3 weeks. It wasn't like
yeah.
3 weeks of craziness of it. You know, it wasn't 3 weeks of ooh I need this or ooh. You said you were actually pretty happy.
I was. I can honestly say I was happy and I felt better. It just seemed like my life was put together. Not saying that my life is not put together now, but it's.
You feel like it's going down instead of up.
Yeah, it's bending a little, you know, and I'm like I need
to
to be
the
straight.
left.
Yeah, I need to go back to the right a
Everybody
little.
in the center or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so as far as getting rid of those three, you should probably start there. And let me ask you one. Well, let me ask you another question. Are you affiliated with any church organizations? So you go to church or religious type of person?
I actually do go to church. I've tried to go to God with this problem.
Have you? Has it worked?
Yeah. I think he's guiding me. I would say I'm in progress. I'm definitely a work in progress.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, like that's another positive, beginning. As long as people are trying, that's the main thing. Your first step was coming here, so
yes.
After that, we can work it out. Have you ever thought about getting up in the morning instead of grabbing from the bottle? Maybe just praying with your husband or something instead of trying to pray for the strength or something like that?
No, I haven't thought about that because I've always thought, well, if I do something like that, he will know how serious it is. Because it's not really in our routine to do things like that. And I would hate for him to know how
serious it is.
Yeah.
I understand that. But sometimes you can sit there and, do it by yourself just while you're laying there. And if you get up and take a drink anyway, hey, at least you still have progress because you're going to be cooking in the kitchen and you're not going to have that one in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's true.
The other thing that my bike suggests is you can't take the ones out the bedroom. Try to leave the ones that you have in place. Try not to carry them with you.
Okay. I mean, that does sound like a good idea. It really does.
Okay. So right now we have a short-term goal of slowing down the drinking. And the way we're going to try to slow it down is remove 3 out of the 5 flasks full of what you like. Correct?
Well, it's more like 3 out of the many.
Oh, okay. I was only counting 5.
Hiding places.
Right.
No, it's severe. It's very severe.
All these ones that are in the hiding have something in them, or some of them empty.
No, they all have something in them. I refill every week.
Okay.
Yeah, every week.
Okay. Well, like I said, getting rid of the 3 is pretty good. That's a good start. So the next suggestion I would suggest, you don't start now, but what I would say, maybe when you come back we can discuss it more. Maybe we already got rid of 3. Not getting rid of others, but maybe pouring some of it out in each one. I know that's probably going to be hard, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there were times in my life, in my prior life, that I struggled with alcohol too. I still, think about it sometimes, but other than that, so what I did, what I've seen other people do, what I suggested, and I see it work. It's like I said, you got rid of those 3. And some people just drink out of a bottle, so just poured out maybe half of it, or gave it away, and you got a smaller bottle. But in your case, you would have to pour them out. I know it may be difficult, but we'll talk about that more next time. But this for now, we're just going to stick to getting rid of the 3.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
Honestly, it's scaring me, but I know it's for the better of my family, for my children. So when they do get older, they won't notice this problem. And I don't want my husband to find out because this might end our marriage, and that's what I'm scared about.
But
Ending my marriage.
one suggestion about that, I would say, at some point you may want to visit, telling him the truth, because sometimes having a lie, you may have to revisit that lie hundreds of times, even after you get, stop consuming alcohol. Because you might have to, he may talk about something that happened before, and you lied about it. So now you have to revisit it. This could be 2 years from now. And the reason why I say that, if you're able to tell the truth and work through it, then it's done. It's not going to cause any more stress. Because the last thing we want to do is have to lie about it, think about it, stress out about it. And it's kind of like, lie, stress, then what?
I'm scared though.
But it's better to get it over with than lie, stress, then, which may lead to, why are we here now? Because it may lead to drinking again.
Yeah.
So I think that you don't have to do it now, but maybe I just want you to think about it. If you could, get it out, then you would probably feel better. Does that sound interesting? Does it make any sense? Tell me what you think about that.
It sounds interesting, but
you know your husband
nervous.
more. You know your husband more than I would or anybody else. So if it sounds like something does it sound like something that may work?
I think it would work, but I am terrified of him finding out.
Right.
Because he's had his own problems with people in his life with this kind of...
With trust issues kind of like?
Trust, the addiction to alcohol, because both of his parents were alcoholics and they treated him horribly as a child.
Right.
And, he said he never wanted that for his children. And here I am, not really being a bad parent to my children, but I'm displaying some of those traits that his parents portrayed on him, and it just scares me to know that I could turn to one of his parents and he would stray away from me because of that. And I love my husband to death, so I would hate to see this problem break up our family, but I do understand that I need to come clean sooner or later.
Okay. I can understand that fear. Like I said, the main thing we're worried about is trying to keep the stress levels down. And I understand losing your husband would be stressful too. So we definitely don't want anything like that to happen.
Yeah.
So
We don't.
Do you think that you would ever be able to tell your oldest child? How old is your child?
My child, he's 12.
Okay, so he may, like you said, he's seen some things, so you may have to go back and say, look, Bobby wasn't quite, whatever you think you saw, have him explain it, then what do you think? Well, it might work, it might not work, you may not ever have to tell him. How do you feel about that?
I'm hoping that I may not ever have to tell him, but I don't know how long this problem's going to last, so I might have to tell him. I mean, I'm just praying it all works itself out.
Right, I hear you. The kids these days, they're pretty far more advanced than what people give them credit for.
Yeah.
So he may realize what's going on. Some kids are nosy too, just stupid around. Might have found something.
It definitely happened to me like that.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were playing Legos, and I had a flask hidden in there too. This was before my first attempt to stop. This is what, really made me, I need to get it together. I had a flask hidden in his Legos, and...
Right. So he's seen this for
yeah.
years. He just didn't know.
He just didn't know what it was.
Right.
It's like, oh.
So did he ever ask?
No, he just said, hey, Mommy, that's a cute case.
Oh, okay. I can understand that.
And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I was cleaning up and
right.
it fell in here,
Okay, well, like I said before, the main things that I think we need to work on are short-term goals, the 3 flasks. Think about you know, how it made you feel when you were not, try to focus on the 3 weeks that you were not, drinking. Try to keep those in your mind, because maybe you may come back next time and say, hey, those 3 weren't there, so I didn't have a drink for 2 days. You know.
I love to go back to those days.
Right. So you might end up there before we even know it. You never know. Things happen. Yeah. Especially if you believe in a higher power, then it may help you too. Sometimes they help you more than what they really realize.
I hope so. I really do, because it's eating me up inside, having to lie so much. Lying at work, lying to my husband, lying to my kids.
That's stress. Yeah. We have to get some of the stress off of you, so you don't think that the alcohol is making you numb. We gotta get off of that.
Yeah, I do.
We gotta figure out the earlier you also said this. I forgot about this. Earlier you said that you go to the bar too, right?
Yes.
After work sometimes.
After work.
We may have to figure out a way to divert that route and see if you could. Is there anything else you could think of that might change that habit or change that? Are you going by yourself? You going with coworkers, or you just people you know at the bar? How does it? You just steer your car that way? How does it work?
No, I pass this bar, and it's like
you pass it from work on your way home?
On my way home.
Okay.
And it's like Vegas. It's just these big bright lights, and it's like, oh my gosh, I just want to go in there and explore. And I know what's in there. I know it makes me feel good inside. So it's like, well, I'll be okay today. I can go in there, have one drink, and be just fine. I'm going to come right out and go straight home. It never ends up happening that way. Ever, ever, ever. And I make a good amount of money, so it's not like... No issue. Yeah. Okay. It's not...
Well, you said you have to pass it to go home. Yes. Okay. When you leave out of your job, you turn left or right?
I turn left.
Okay. Is there any way, and it could be further, is there any way you can come out of your job and make a right?
No, because there's a dead end.
That's not possible?
No.
Okay. So how far is this place from your job?
It's probably like 3 blocks away.
Okay, so you literally have to pass it.
Have to pass it.
Okay. Then who does the shopping at your house? You do it, or your husband, or what? The grocery shopping, or things like that?
I insist that I do it. I must do it. Okay. And I must go alone on at least one shopping trip.
Why do you feel like you have to go alone?
Because I have to stop at the liquor store. And I have
that's part of your
gather it up routine? For the week.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this question. The days you go shopping, do you go to the bar?
No.
You don't? Okay. Okay. Well, why don't we try this? How about the days you go to the grocery store, you take your oldest daughter or son?
It's a son.
You take your oldest son grocery shopping with you, because that day you're able to leave work past the liquor store because you know you have something else to do. I mean, past the bar because you know you have something else to do. And instead of going shopping by yourself, why don't we try to go shopping with your son? Maybe that will deter you from stopping at the bar or buying any liquor out of the grocery store, because you know he'll see it. What do you think about that? Tell me what you think about that.
That's a great idea. I never thought about it like that. I've never thought about it like that.
Think that might work?
Yeah. I don't think I will ever do anything reckless, not with my children around. Right. Especially not in a car.
And that means the flask in the car is out of the car still, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, at least that would maybe that would even give you time to spend with him since he's the oldest. He was your firstborn, and you can use that time for talking, which will keep you, you know,
Good idea.
focusing on other things. How how likely do you think it is to do? How likely do you think you?
Well,
Highly on a scale of 1 to 10, do you think it's highly likely, or not likely at all being 1, highly likely being 10?
I think it's highly likely. It's like a 10. It's
So
actually
you're
a
going
10.
to do it. A 10 means you promise me you're going to do it then.
Yes. With my child, yes.
I mean, I'm talking about as far as leaving work, picking him up, 1 to 10, yes or no? No being 1, yes being 10.
I'll say 5. If I know I have to get him, it has to be a 5. But he has to call me. Mom, where you at? I really want to go. I have to have some pressure on me. You know.
Well, then maybe at least a 5 is not a 0 or a 1. So 5 is midway. So we'll just say 50%.
Okay.
So
50%.
so what you maybe need to do is tell him the day before, or what day you plan on going to the grocery store, and kind of make it a challenge as a boy. You know, guys, they like challenges. So if you make it a challenge for him, then he will probably, Bob, where you at? Are you coming? Are we still going? Like that. And maybe that will help you.
Yeah, I think it would help me. It sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
I'm willing to work on that. Let's work on that.
Okay, that'll work. I like the fact that you're able to pass a liquor store on the days you have to do something, which makes me think, let's try to make I'm not going to say make it busier, a busier schedule, because that may be stressful. Let's try to think about the next time when you come back, think about things to do to keep you from stopping. Because that tells me that, excuse me, that you can pass it up if you want to. Or if you feel the need to do something else. You can pass that bar up.
I can. I think that's why I'm so tempted to stop, because I know there's nothing in the world that's going to stop me from not going into the liquor store.
Right. I can understand that. That's pretty good.
Thank you. I'm ready. I'm ready to face this head on and actually do it this time. Just thinking about, those 3 weeks. I think I can do this.
3 weeks felt like paradise?
Yeah.
Paradise?
It felt like eternity, but it was eternity in paradise, because I never went that long. I've been drinking. Me and my husband been married for 15 years. So
15 years, and how long have you been holding this? So you've been holding this line for about,
well,
what was your son born? How old? He's 12, so about 12 years, 13 years.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I know it's got to be, that has to be wearing on you. So we need to figure this out. First step would be stop the drinking. Second step is figure out how to, keep going past the bar.
Yes. Definitely.
You get the flask out the car. Third step we're going to work on, possibly, this is further down the road. After you feeling pretty good. Maybe telling your husband so you don't cause. Of course, it's going to cause. Not of course. Maybe he already knows, just ain't told you, because he doesn't want to cause you stress. So when you tell him, it could be a good thing. It could be like relief.
Right.
So we can't even call that. We're not even gonna call that stress.
Okay.
If I tell him, that's a long-term goal as far as the stress level. As far as your husband, 'cause I think if you were able to relieve that stress, it would make you feel 100% better. I think that would help you with the alcohol. Keep you from, once you get off of it, keep you. One of the tools to keep you off of it. I think that would help, because now he could be supporting you. He may be doing things that you don't even know, like that he doesn't even realize. Like he may go to the grocery store and walk down that aisle while y'all go to the store, y'all somewhere out together. He may take a route that he doesn't even know that bothers you. You may go past that liquor store, that bar, for no reason that he doesn't even know. You're thinking, ooh, I need to go in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but if you were to discuss it with him and tell him, maybe he would take a different route himself. Maybe he wouldn't talk about certain things on TV.
That's right. It's you're so right. You're dead on the head. Like,
I think so.
yeah.
Okay.
Because we do. I mean, we do have certain stuff that we do. You know, he just doesn't know that this is contributing to my alcohol problem.
Right.
Like the parties.
Right.
You know?
So you're saying you go out with friends and
Yeah.
and they have alcohol there. You don't. You try to go to the bathroom and hit your
Yeah.
flask. You don't even.
And it makes it better. Like, I mean, not better that he has these things available for me, but you know, it makes me less stressed. It doesn't make me feel like I'm lying at that
Right.
moment.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So.
Because in a way, you may be telling a lie. I'm going to the bathroom, use the bathroom, but you're really going in there to.
Yeah. Just take a little sip of whatever.
Right.
You know.
I think that would help a lot.
Yeah. He can contribute. He would be my support, and
So it could be totally positive.
yeah.
Think
Or
about-
totally
think about-
negative.
Think about that. It can be totally positive, and think about add that into the equation of those 3 weeks where he didn't know still. So think about the 3 weeks how you felt when you were feeling good and he didn't know,
Mhm.
and think about the 3 weeks that could be possibly good with him knowing and supporting you.
Yeah.
Think about how that. Tell me how you think that would be.
I think it would be wonderful. I think it would give me more confidence. You know, give me the strength and the courage to want to stay clean and not drink.
Right.
I think then I would have the perfect life. That would be the perfect life. If I had the perfect life.
Right.
That's
If
what it
there
would
is,
be. Yeah.
that would be the magic wand, right?
Yeah, just want you.
I
I'm good.
understand that. I can understand that. Well, I think that we have some things put in place that make sense,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna try to work on those things. And next time you come in, we'll see where you are and go from there. See what we can do. I just hope that you keep having the strength to come back. So
Oh.
you came in once, which is excellent. So we hope you come back. I hope now that you can, maybe you didn't see, the light, maybe I can help enlighten you on some things and you will try it out and come back and we go part 2.
Oh, I mean, this is really all new to me, and I'm really just trying to take it all in, and I'm glad that we made progress on our first session. I just know it's gonna be a journey. It's gonna be a very long, probably difficult journey, but I'm willing to.
Take that ride,
Yeah.
go through that journey.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Willing is, I would say, more than half the battle. That's just my opinion. Willing and showing up that's right on it. That's right on. A lot of people try to deal with things themselves, and some people don't make it. Coming here is really, really exceptional. I mean, it's hard to walk through these doors and tell somebody you don't know, hey, I got a problem.
You're right about that.
So
Yeah.
it's really, I applaud you for that.
Yeah.
I applaud you and
Thank
anybody
you.
else.
Can I share a secret with you?
Go ahead.
When I came in here earlier, I was sitting in my car first, and had my flask, of course, and it's kind of talking to me. I was like, "Oh, you don't need this.
Right.
Turn around, go home."
And this is why you were sitting in the parking lot outside?
Yeah, and
Okay.
I was debating. I was like, "Oh my gosh, am I really ready to take this step? Do I really want to do it?" And he's just sitting there talking to me like, "No, just take another drink, head on home, and you'll be good.
Right.
You'll be good."
So you're out there kind of like the devil and the angel and the flask and the therapist.
Yeah, pretty much. And he almost won. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you.
It may be a battle, but at least you were strong enough to say, hey, little dude, I got
Yeah.
to try this at least. You
Yeah.
came to the parking lot. The parking lot, it's half the battle.
Yeah. I'm happy I
Well,
did.
at least you pulled through it and came on in. So hopefully, if you have that same, so you may have that same battle next time you come in. But now you got, hey, I'm out here in the parking lot struggling, baby. I can walk out and, help you out. Come on in. We can talk about it. If nothing else, we can come in and talk about it. You may only stay 5 minutes next time.
Yeah. I'm enjoying
And
this.
if you have, no progress, don't let that keep you from coming back. If you have setbacks, if you feel like you're still going down,
Mm-hmm.
come on back. Come on back. We can always start over. Always start fresh. No matter if you're into this 2 years and start over. Hey, come on. Come on back.
Thank you. That's really encouraging me at this moment to want to come back, to want to do better.
Okay.
It's even making me feel like I can tell my husband now,
Right.
And be more honest and more open with him. Maybe he will have a different reaction than what I'm thinking about. Maybe that's just the alcohol talking to me and telling me, well, hey, he's going to be mad.
Right. I understand that. It may. Hopefully it will. Hopefully we'll all have a positive outcome. That's what we're going to hope for.
Yeah.
And really, I just thought about something.
Mm-hmm.
The next time you come in, that flash shouldn't be talking to you.
No.
It
It shouldn't be in the car.
Right, well, it shouldn't be with you. But it's like I said, if it is, don't feel embarrassed. No, hey, I failed. Everybody, I remember, time I had 1 step forward and 87 steps back. So,
Yeah.
the main thing is keep trying, keep coming. Let's keep working on it together. I will offer, as long as you're working hard, I will work hard on trying to keep you going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Is that
Thank
okay?
you.
You are definitely welcome.
I'm very. You just don't know. Like I'm feeling like I'm just.
Feel like something lifted off of you already?
Yeah. I'm like
good.
was here when I first came in.
And now you feel
And I'm like
you're
I'm
out.
here.
Right. Okay.
Not
Hey, that's
step.
better. At least you didn't go like this. Now.
Yeah.
So that's better. At least you went up.
That's right.
And all we can do is keep trying to go up. And you're not always, like I said, you're not always going to go up. You may stay the same. But don't give up. That's the main thing. Don't give up. Keep her coming.
Thank you. I think I'm gonna get rid of that flash today.
That's good.
I think I'm gonna do it. The one in the car, he's got to go. He's gotta go.
That's good.
Here right now.
Right, that's good. Where you gonna put it? Tell me where you gonna put it. Tell me what your plan is to get rid of it.
I'm gonna go outside my car. I'm gonna grab it out the glove compartment. I'm just gonna pour it out. Just pour it out.
Okay.
Throw it away.
That's good. Congratulations. Let me know that I believe you. I'm not saying I know, but tell me about it when you come back so we can keep that in our mind for accomplishment.
Yeah, I am. Thanks. And I'm very happy that you are telling me that, even if I do take a couple steps backwards, I still need to keep going and I still need to keep trying because that's the goal. That's the mission.
Even if you take 5 steps forward and 3 steps back, you still went forward 2 steps.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
just keep trying to keep coming. That's all I can say.
Thank you.
And I'm just gonna say it now. I'll see you next time.
I'll see you next time.
Okay, thank you.
It was very nice meeting you.
You too.
Very, 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 very nice meeting you.
Me too. Turn it off. I don't know if that's 50 minutes from now.
Oh, we have a couple seconds.